Hello. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the new Fazley Sunset Series Sand Shark, which I believe is a bit of a super strat type thing. Then we're just going to have some first impressions and a quick playthrough, and there will be a more in-depth full video review in the future, so keep an eye out for that. I certainly hope this one goes better than the Fazley Tortoise one I did recently. Here goes. But first, just need to interject here quickly to apologise. This is quite a long video, please use the chapters if you get bored, but there was quite a lot to get through here. Right, so let's unbox it. I expect this one to go down the same as the previous unboxing, where they've been used for demo purposes, so I don't get to cut the tape. But I get to open the lid, and here we go. Yep. Same as the last one, got a gig bag inside. So once again, it's the Fazley gig bag, which is more of a dust cover than anything, but something to carry around in. But don't expect it to offer too much protection. Right, let's see what else we missed from the box. Okay, once again, this will be the cover that the guitar will come in. And what else do we have? Same as before, we've got wee cable and your hex keys. And we've got the wee card to say that it's a Graphtec Tusk XL nut. I'm still very impressed that Fazley are doing this. I hope some other companies can take note. This is a great feature. And of course, the silica gel. Right, so that's everything that's in the box. Let's get back to the guitar. Unzippy time. Caught in the same place as the last one. Actually, this gig bag's a little bit dusty, but here, we'll let them off. Oh. Oh ho ho ho! Look at that! Do you see it? The Fazley Sunset Series Sand Shark. Nice. Oh my god, once again, they've cracked it. The neck heel carve. Let's talk about it again, same as the last time. Look at it. All access neck. It's almost like the Washburn N2 Nuno Betancourt Stevens extended cutaway, but it's also like the Charvel DK22, DK24. Very impressive. The weight feels good, we'll weigh that later. It feels heavier than the Tortoise, but that's expected because that was a thin line. Okay, what do we think about this colour, this pink? Strawberry milkshake? That sounds about right. Ah, and this is also the same as the Tortoise. Roasted maple neck, roasted maple fretboard, but the fretboard, it's obviously a different piece, but it's way darker. I'm going to just put pictures up and show you because I don't think it came out well on the camera the last time. Neck. Yes, this feels nice and silky smooth. C-shape it feels like. Oh, the access is so good. Right, what have we got going on here? Three-way switch, I'm guessing bridge, middle, neck. Volume of course. Tone, and this is going to split the coils, I'm guessing. 6 tones including the splits. Very cool. 24 frets, and this is a pretty good backplate. I'm still working on the backplate video, it's going to happen one day, but I like how we've got access here to the string block, and we've also got these little cutouts so you can access the screws up here as well. Nice! And it's the same as the old Finica headstock as well. Some people like it, some people don't. Kind of suits this guitar. It's not a Wilkinson bridge, it's a 2-point Trem. I'm going to compare this to the Finica to see if it's a similar unit, because the Finica Trem and the Jet Trem's 2-point Trem stock are like really good. Hopefully it's one of them. Maybe not, it's quite a thin block in there. We'll see. 2 string trees, non-locking tuners. I'm going to suspect that these tuners are the same ones that they've used before, which aren't great, we'll find out soon enough. If you've seen the last video, we had an issue with the nut on the Fazley Tortoise, and this, just from eyeballing it, looks to be the same. Right, tuning. That's fine, it's to be expected. Let's fix that. Funnily enough, I'm using a Fazley tuner. One of these things I bought ages ago for £2. You know when you just need to get another couple of items to get the free shipping? That was one of these. Nice. Okay, so I could already feel this straight away. It's the same as the Tortoise. Action's quite high for me. This one actually looks even higher than it was on the Tortoise. I'm going to do a quick measurement and see what we're at the 12th fret. Hold on. Measuring time. So if I remember correctly, the last time the Fazley Tortoise was just over 1.75mm at the 12th fret. Let's see what we've got here. This one's just over 2mm, so even higher. So I will have to adjust that. Hopefully that works. Now we'll get a chance to try out the tools. Let's see. It should be this larger key. Let's try it out. And again, what I like to do is detune the D&G. And I can feel these tuners. It is the cheap grindy tuners again. You definitely want to upgrade these. Okay, then I just move these into the next slots. Okay, moment of truth. I can already see this might be the same. Aha, we've got a little bit of a bite. It's already quite tight, don't want to do it too much more. I'll give it another little wee bit. That feels like that's fully tensioned. I think if I did that anymore we would do some damage, so I don't want to do that. Tune it back up and we'll wait maybe a couple of hours and we'll see if that's made any difference to the action. Okay, we're back in tune. Let's check it for resonance. Average. It's not like super resonant or anything like that, it's just kind of normal for an electric guitar. So I do like low action. This comes with 9s, and if you look at the kind of style of this guitar, look at this heel cut, 24 frets. You think shreddy, yeah? So you're going to be wanting low action on this, I would think, but it looks like that's not possible to achieve. I could experiment with the post height. In fact, I might do this because I did this on every single Jet and Fazley that I've had in the past, and this made a world of difference. But again, I think the nut is cut too high, same as on the Tortoise, and the truss rod's fully tensioned, so we can't change the relief on it basically. Something else worth mentioning, I'm going to check this on the Tortoise as well actually, see if it's the same. Let's find out. Yeah, it's the same. So as I mentioned, the fretboard pieces of roasted maple compared to the neck are a lot darker, which is fair enough. I don't know if that's an aesthetic choice that's been done on purpose or if that's just how it is. Most manufacturers usually try to make it look less obvious, like it's not like it's one piece, but just less obvious that it's two different pieces. Unless that's the look they were actually going for, they wanted it to make it look like it was rosewood. But regardless of that, the dot markers on the side, they've went for black, which is on really dark wood, and it's actually not great for visibility. It's even worse on the Tortoise, you could barely see them at all because it's really dark. This one's a little bit lighter, but there you go, something to consider, a little bit of an issue. Right, I'm just going to quickly change these posts. It's actually not completely flat here, so I need to get that flattened out anyway. It's going down to one side. The top strings, the E, B and G, they're lower than the bass strings. Feels slightly better. It's going to be a bit buzzy now because I've took the action down from this end rather than this end. I've just realised how stupid I am as well, because I've been saying that the nut's cut too high, which doesn't make any sense. That's like going to the barbers and asking to get your hair cut long. So, it's not cut too high, it's just not cut low enough. And it's not even the slots. I think the slots are okay. I think the actual nut itself at the base probably needs filed down quite a bit more, because it seems to be sitting quite proud. Is it going to have the tuning thing? Yeah, I'm going to plug it in and let you hear it. Okay, we're back. Let's start with the bridge pickup clean. Oh, just thought I'd mention here, the volume knob's got a little bit of fight in it. It's a little bit stiff as you get to about 7 to 10. Probably rubbing against something. Anyway. Oh, tuning again. Okay, so we're in tune. I've just tuned it again. This sounds, I don't know how familiar you are with just the open sounds of the strings, but this sounds in tune to me. If I was tuning by ear, that would sound right. Go to play a chord. Can you hear that? Check the tuning again. Tuning's bang on. It's because the nut is too high. So annoying. I'll try and play the chord really gently, like just the minimal amount of pressure. It's slightly better, right? But listen to this G note when I apply a bit more pressure. You know the difference now within a chord. So if that one's going a bit sharp, this one's going a little bit sharp, that one's going a little bit sharp, and the other ones are staying the same, and they're all going a different amount of sharp, it's going to sound bad, even although it's in tune open. There's the G again, it's annoying. So it's going to be even worse as you get further up the fretboard, especially if the intonation's out. Right, let's try a B minor. 7. Weirdly, that's not too bad. So about the tone, I'm going to turn the volume up a little bit for starters on the amp. Hold on. You know what? That bridge clean sound, it's actually pretty good. God, there's that tuning again. Neck pickup. Middle. Cool. Let's go back to that bridge split. Okay, so I've got a lot of guitars that do split coils. And when you split the coil you get a volume drop, which is normal. This is too much to be usable, in my opinion. Middle splits. It's not bad, kind of almost sounds telly in between position, almost. It's a decent impression. It's okay. Neck split. Neck split, which is already split. Full humbucker. Sounds exactly the same, that's interesting. Let's just try that again. Okay, so it looks like this coil split doesn't affect the neck. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it doesn't. That sounds exactly the same to me. No change there. Okay, let's do some dirt. We might as well go for some super saturated shreddy dirt because that's kind of like what this guitar says, isn't it? Let's see. Neck. What would you do with the neck? Leads or something? Just trying that split again, doesn't work. Try it on the bridge. Right, that's the shreddy tones done. So you know what, I think these pickups don't sound too bad at all actually. I just checked the prices here, got it up on the screen there. It looks like it's supposed to be £187, but there's currently 13% off, so it's £162. So for £162, should I be complaining about the things that I'm complaining about? Am I expecting too much? Well, yeah, I think I am. I'm thinking about what else you can get for this price. I'm even thinking about, right, you can compare this to Jet guitars at around the same price. You can compare this to Harley Benton guitars at around the same price, and I think the quality of both of them are... Maybe the spec sheet isn't as good, but I think the quality is better in the ones I've played. But even more interestingly, if you compare this to the Fazley Finica that they used to do, which is like their top model, which is basically the Jet. Fazley Finica is way better finished than this. The spec isn't as good, but it's way better finished and a way better playing experience. To not be able to, well, on the Tortoise I couldn't access the nut at all because it wouldn't fit in. I've tried the hex key from this one, it's the same series, they're both the Sunset series. Doesn't fit. It's not that it doesn't fit, it's just the access won't allow it. This one, the truss rod's fully tensioned, so we can't get it down any lower. It can't be really a shred machine. Although the slight truss rod adjustment I made has made a bit of a difference. Let's remeasure. So before it was at 2mm, it's down to 1.75 now. Still too high for my liking. I like it around 1.5. I actually don't mind it buzzing a little bit. All my guitars have a little bit of buzzing just because I prefer the low action. Right, so what do we say about this one? £167, is it good? I mean, this isn't the full in-depth review, but it's okay. Don't know if I could recommend it. I don't even know if I'll do a full review on this one or the Tortoise. I don't know if it's worth the time. I'm really sorry to Bax and Fazley, we've got this new partnership deal on the go, and this hasn't worked out too well. Hold on, this might be feeling better. Okay, slight update. I've gave it another like couple of hours and came back to it, and after the wee adjustments made at the bridge and the tiny little movement I can make at the truss rod, it has made a little bit of an improvement. A little bit. The action's still a bit high, but it feels a bit better. Something else I've just realised, in our little baggie we've got the keys and a cable, but no Trem, although we have a Trem system. It's definitely not in the box. I would surmise that if I was to try the Trem, I've got a feeling because of this nut, it's not going to perform well, tuning wise. If I do end up doing a full review, I'll try and get a bar to fit in here and put it through its paces, but I've got a feeling that this guitar's not going to stay in tune. Okay, so thanks for watching. First impressions done. What are the first impressions? I can't say I'm too impressed. I'm really sorry, but that's how it is. Right, sorry, this is another one that's a bit of a downer, but that's how it is. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later.